Somewhere deep in the Congo Basin, where the forest canopy swallows the sky and the air hangs thick with heat, there are stories of a creature that moves like a shadow across the forest floor. A spider, but not the kind that we know. A spider that's described as being the size of a small dog, with legs that stretch 4 to 6 feet across, and silk strong enough to snare birds. Some say that it's a myth. Some say it's a misidentified species. But online, it's become something entirely different. This is the story of the J'ba Fofi, the giant spider that refuses to disappear.
Assembling the symbolic parts of the design. Diodes, resistors, transformers, and all are automatically positioned by the pen, connecting them as it goes along.
Most internet oddities feel engineered to go viral, being born from creepypastas, other threads, or just horror channels. But J'ba Fofi is different. Its roots come from oral tradition, from a hunter's knowledge, from people who have lived in the Congo forest for generations. And when those stories cross paths with early explorers, cryptozoologists, and eventually the internet, the myth took a life of its own. This is a creature that sits between worlds, folklore and zoology, myth and biology, the physical and the digital. The earliest known references to J'ba Fofi come from the Baka people, an indigenous group living in the Congo Basin. Their stories describe a large, ground-dwelling spider that builds burrows linked with silk using trapdoor-style hunting techniques. These accounts weren't told just as ghost stories, they were told as practical knowledge, warning to their children, and observations from generations of living close to that land. And when Western explorers arrived in the 20th century, they began recording similar encounters. One of the most cited accounts come from Reginald and Margaret Lloyd, missionaries who claim to have seen a spider with a leg span of nearly 4 feet just crossing the jungle path. Their journal describes massive webs, silk-lined burrows, and ambush behavior. It was just on a scale far beyond any known species. These stories were later picked up by early cryptozoologists like William J. Gibbons, who helped to popularize the creature in Western cryptid circles. Gibbons' retellings that were based on local testimonies and explorer accounts became the bridge that carried J'ba Fofi from regional folklore into global curiosity. From there, the myth migrated into early internet forums, cryptid websites, speculative biology communities, and YouTube explainer channels. Each retelling added new layers, but the core remained the same. A spider that was too large to ignore, and too mysterious to confirm. Many descriptions of J'ba Fofi are surprisingly consistent across multiple sources. This is generally how it's described. A large spider with a leg span of 4 to 6 feet, thick, jointed legs resembling those of a tarantula, brown or rust-colored hair that blends into the forest floor, a large, rounded abdomen similar to African ground spiders, burrow-dwelling behavior, often hiding beneath leaves or in silk-lined pits, and silk that's strong enough to hold and trap birds, rodents, or even small monkeys. It is also described as being slow, deliberate, and unlike the quick scuttle of other smaller spiders. There are even accounts that describe egg sacs the size of coconuts, guarded fiercely by the mother spider. Whether these details come from real encounters, misidentifications, or the natural evolution of folklore, they paint a creature that feels biologically plausible, which is why the myth resonates so strongly. Today, J'ba Fofi appears everywhere. You can find it in different cryptid lists, you can find it in theoretical evolutionary videos, you can find it in creature design references, gaming communities, art and animation, and in nature documentary-inspired storytelling. But its staying power comes from something deeper. It represents the idea that the world is still wild enough to surprise us, that there are species we haven't discovered yet, stories we haven't heard, and mysteries that still live in the spaces between cultures. The internet didn't create J'ba Fofi, it simply gave the myth a new ecosystem. Whether J'ba Fofi ever walked the forest floor or only lives in the stories we pass down, its survival online tells us something important. Folklore isn't fading, it's adapting. The internet has become the new kind of jungle, dense, unpredictable, and full of creatures that live between worlds. And J'ba Fofi is one of them. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched this video, and if you're still listening at this point, I just want to say check out my channel because a new series is going to be coming where I'm covering all sorts of different types of cryptids. From the ones everyone knows like Bigfoot and Mothman to the ones that I hadn't heard of till I made this video, J'ba Fofi. So if you like this kind of content, hit that like and subscribe button, it means the world. Until next time, stay weird.